So I'm just going to speak a little bit about that, um, what it looks like. So, what does happiness look like? Sometimes happiness is split into two parts: Hedion, which is pleasure, and Eudaimonia, which means the thriving or perfect part. But most of the time, when people say happiness, they are talking about the combination of both monetary positive emotions and a deeper sense of purpose in life. In a book, Outsmart Your Smartphone, it also reminds folks that happiness emerges from a set of skills in part, but it also influenced by your surroundings. For example, if I build my skills to think positive, be mindful, and cultivate resilience, I am likely to be happier than if I didn't build these skills. But if I'm suffering from past trauma or a toxin overload that affects my mood, I might not be as happy as someone who doesn't have to deal with these things. This is why happiness comes easier to some people than others. So, what does our happiness look like, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we got to ask ourselves. Sometimes, when we are struggling with depression or undergoing a challenge time, it can be hard to think about what happiness look like or imagine what it be like in our lives. It is not always easy to figure out what makes us happy, communicate in its words. Okay? So when your mind, our thoughts, words, or mentalization of happiness fails us, yes, it fails us, ladies and gentlemen, it can sometimes be helpful to use imagery to explore what happiness looks like. When you take a break from thinking about what happiness looks like or feels like, you can let that part of your brain relax and reciprocate. So instead, draw a picture that represents the thing that might make you happy. You can use the outline sketch pad below, or just draw. Or if you need some inspiration for what happiness looks like, pop into Pinterest. Use pictures that others have shared. For example, maybe your pretty desert, maybe a pretty dessert makes you happy, or a garden, a smiling people. Take a moment to explore to learn what does happiness looks like to you. What does happiness look like to you? Okay? So, what I want to really hit on, ladies and gentlemen, is what happiness looks like to you. Could it be the energy? Could it be the frequency that lives inside of your body? Can it be God being able to teach you many things of how you can stay happy through good times, bad times, and ugly times that we may face here in today's society? Because there are going to be things, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to encounter in life that may not seem to be happiness. But you know what we got to do? We got to find a way to pursue our own happiness. Okay? We got to find our own way to pursue our own happiness. Because if we don't pursue our own happiness, guess what happens? We put ourselves in a box of discouragement, failure, all these negativity words that can really kill you on the inside because you haven't made your mind up where you need to be. There's going to be times when people are going to tell you, you're never going to amount to anything. You're not going to believe in that. Stop listening to these folks. Listen to what God has brought you from and to take you where you need to go. That's where you need to start listening to. When you hear that silent voice deep down inside of you, that's who you need to listen to. Because you know why? Some people out here is going to not influence you, but they're going to give the wrong opinions of how they're going to help you get through what God has already brought you through. Did you hear me? So let's stop listening to people that's not going to get us where we need to be. Let's get to people that understand that we're going to meet likewise people out here. We're going to meet people with the right mental space. I understand all of that. But if a person don't have what it takes to speak on certain things, they shouldn't be speaking. Because see, we allow people to be a substitute, to speak for us, to think for us, to really throw us off course of where we're trying to travel here in life. So stop listening to people being opinionated, or stop listening to people that always think negative all the time. Stop listening to people that's not going to help you grow in what type of business that you're trying to set forth, or whatever journey you're trying to fit for. Because you know why? Everybody is not going to go where you're going. Just like everybody is not going to go to heaven. It's only determined whether or not what God decides. Not what I decide, what God decides. So you got to get your mind together. You got to start elevating and knowing deep down inside where you want to go. Because see, the thing about it is you can't hold your head down for too long and don't know where you want to try to get to the next point. The next viewpoint is figuring out by direction, following the route GPS of what God has inside of you to take you where you need to go. Some people decide that taking vacation make them happy. Some people feel as though spending more time with their family, close family. Some people find friends. Some people do poetry. Some people write books. Some people do what I'm doing right now on the radio. You just never know how much you can encounter and you can help somebody get to the next level. You just never know that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So you have to know deep down inside that there's a person that's living inside of you that's willing to make you happy every single day. When you wake up in the morning time, stop telling yourself, man, I ain't gonna make it today. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do today to try to get my life together. Get your life together. When you got your life together when God woke you up. When God woke you up this morning, he got your life together. He got you going in the right direction. He trying to figure out where he gonna put you when he knows deep down inside where he's gonna desire to put you where you need to be. All right. So let's stop counting ourselves out, ladies and gentlemen, and let's start counting ourselves in. Because the moment that we count ourselves in to a blessing, that's when blessings keep happening. That's when movements keep happening. All right. Because sometimes y'all be wondering, why I ain't never moving nowhere? Why I feel so stuck? Unstuck yourself. Stop thinking less of yourself and think more of yourself. Because when you start think more of yourself and start feeding your spirit, that's when God is going to show up no matter what, regardless through your good time, your bad time, your ugly time, and your not so ever moments. Because he's going to be your closest friend when other friends that you call your friends, that's not your friends, or people that you call your associates, that is not your associates. So stop thinking less of yourself. If you hang around people that are negative and they always thinking negative, you're going to be around to think negative as well, because then you're going to start to repeat what their mindset is. Your mindset is totally different from the next person. Think for yourself. Make this a bigger opportunity for yourself to get further with type of career that you want to go in. The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your plans, your journey. Whatever is in store in you, it's in store in you for a reason. So do not give up that reason to give your thoughts away. Because when you start to give your thoughts away, the person got it. You remember that game back in the day? Tag you it. They done tag your mind. They got it. Gone. Let's don't get distracted out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pursue our happiness while we're here on earth so that we can know where we want to be. And I'm going to read these quotes for you. All right. It says, happiness has nothing to do with your life circumstances. It's based on your ability to accept the things you are experiencing. Happiness does not depends on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. I would like a little home, not many possessions, cognitive and satisfying compassion, the availability of good music and books. That was then. Now you can tell yourself, engaging in my hobbies, spending time that is free of worry, simple things like enjoying a nice meal or receiving a care, affection. Okay? So happiness is not giving up on what people think of you. What happiness looks like around the world will take you to the next level of where you want to be. All right? And lastly, life is so ironic. It takes sadness to what happiness in, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. All right? So let's use the medicine cure and put on happiness. Let's pursue our happiness every single day. Because if we don't, we're going to start to think less of ourselves. We do not want to think less of ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We want to continue to be the best that we can be in today's society. All right. So I am your online radio host, Demario Scott. I want to thank Haps TV for the guys that's checking in on Haps TV. Thank y'all for everybody that's checking out on other live streaming platforms. Thank you. Thank you to Royalty Kings and Queens Court Radio Show. Thank you to all my fans out there that's listening to this radio broadcast. Thank you to Melissa Bryant for checking in to let us know about her accolades and achievement. And I really appreciate every single one of you guys for checking in on this radio broadcast each and every Monday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check your time zone in your area if you're in Central Time, Mountain Standard Time, and Pacific Time. And also, make sure that y'all listen in every Tuesday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well, all right? So you can follow me on Facebook, Demario Scott, Instagram, King Mario 27. You can follow my photography page, RKQC Photography, on Instagram. You can follow my radio page on YouTube, Royalty Kings and Queens Radio Show, with some of the independent artists that I have interviewed back in the day. And you can also subscribe to Haps TV at symbol Demario Scott. Make sure that y'all subscribe. If you want to sponsor me, you most definitely can do that as well. All right. So I greatly appreciate y'all for doing that. Any announcements that I have as far as my fashion show and empowerment event, it's on my page. So if you can, make sure that y'all visit because it's going to be interesting. Okay. So if you're looking to come to this fashion show, it will be July 25th, 2021. The doors open at 3 p.m. The fashion show starts at 4 p.m. and we will end around about 6 p.m. All right. So most definitely make sure that you get your advance tickets to July 24th. 11 p.m. is the cutoff date. July 25th, the tickets go up to $20. All right. You make sure that you cash at me, $ King Mario 27. And you can Zelle me on DAZNINO@gmail.com. And you can also do cash as well. All right. So the same method of payment for my empowerment event, which will be going down at September 25th, 2021. The doors open at 3 p.m. We will be ending at 7 p.m. We will have some motivational speakers that will be in the building to talk about some of the things that they have overcome as far as challenges in their life society. All right. So tell your mama, your family, your friends, come join me each and every week. All right. And make sure that y'all stay locked in because tomorrow and Friday, I will be starting my 30-minute devotion. So for anybody that would love to listen in on my 30-minute devotion, it will start at 7 p.m. tomorrow to 7:30 p.m. All right. So I'm looking to uplift some people because that's what I do here on the radio station, outside of the radio station, just face to face. That's what I do, y'all. So I really appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all for rocking out with me and all of that great stuff. You guys are amazing. I can't tell you guys enough how much y'all meant to me because y'all mean the world to me. And I'm going to keep doing this business as long as God give me the strength, the courage, and the power inside of me to be able to do this. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure that you invite your family and friends to come out and listen to this radio station every week at www.wmqgradio.com. All right. And also, y'all can leave a donation on there as well for the Special Needs Foundation. It can be a little, it don't have to be a lot. All right. So you're going to be able to donate. The other website, www.theycan'ttalkbutwecan.org, is going under construction. So once that site gets back up, I most definitely will let you guys know about that. All right. So I hope that you guys enjoy that brand new website that we got going on now. And I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for listening to me, rocking out with me. And of course, I'm going to leave y'all with this last music and all of that great stuff. So once again, like I said, thank y'all for being there and staying down for me and everything. Y'all listen to Royalty Kings and Queens Court radio show on WMQG.